All right, so it's not my job to convince you of anything. I'm not a dictator, and you got your own conscience. So check this out. I just want to show y'all something because I want to see y'all's opinions in the comment section. All right, so you got NASA, and you got the Methodist Church. All right, so before we start, look at those two logos back and forth. All right, so within both logos, obviously you see the red ribbon. Obviously, the symbol for the cross is a believer in God. The other one who has the red ribbon obviously believes in science and less likely to believe in God. Yo, what up, God? I'm on your side, bro. Anyway, so essentially NASA, who believes in science and not God, has the red ribbon of the Methodist Church, but not the cross, leaving God out of the equation, which is why they're searching in space. We'll be there in a minute. So if you look at the NASA logo and you see where the ribbon comes up and then folds over, you can kind of see in a hieroglyphic sense, kind of like pretty much saying, hey, we put God last. So look what it looks like when you overlap the logos and layers. Okay, so if they believe in science and the ribbon is indicating they put God last, as you can see, the cross is running straight through the word of NASA from the letter S over. So now you add the cross at the end of NASA, you take that SAT and you move that to the front. Then what does it say? So if NASA says nah, no, to God, then you have these contained letters now. So with those same letters, you got two words. We're going to focus on this one real quick though. Satan. Yikes. This part's gonna fuck you up. Then take this word and flip it backwards. Not us. So I guess pretty much Satan means happy birthday, God. That's the thing. You could be like, oh, well, you made it do that by adding a letter. Okay. Well, if we go back to the beginning with just the word NASA, backwards is asan, with nothing added. Let's look at what asan means. So asan means light, which is associated with God. But they're like, hey, maybe not. I mean, I'm not making this shit up. I didn't fucking invent language, motherfucker. Then I was like, damn, NASA is like, yep, it means light. And everybody's like, where are you going? They're like, we're going into the dark unknown with no light. Then all the church people are like, well, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So if the logo of NASA is not associated with light, doesn't even have the sun in it, by the way. It's like, hey guys, couldn't you, maybe make your logo a little bit more realistic? Maybe put the sun in there? I mean, we haven't been that far. I mean, definitely not far enough to not see the sun, right? Not see the sun. Oh, that's right. NASA doesn't have God in their equation, so they're definitely not going to have his sun just hanging out. Oh, what do you know? There's another definition for NASA backwards. You know what it is? The one who hangs. We all know what happened to Jesus. All right, so going back to the other word. Remember I said there's two words. The next word you get out of SATNA, Satna, is this. Santa. All right, pause. Here's where we're at so far. But also remember, we got this far by the red sash being in the Methodist Church logo with the cross and the red sash being in the NASA logo without a cross. Who else has a red sash? Santa Claus. So then I'm sitting here looking and I'm like, Methodist Church, red, black, white. Santa Claus, whose name is Christ Kringle, red, black, white. So then I'm sitting there looking at the Methodist cross, and I'm like, oh, look at that. At the top, it has an angle, like they're folded. And I was like, oh, wait, they're all like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you look at how they're folded, you see which way it's folded and which way the line is going to continue going. Now, just like we split NASA down the middle, also flip the word backwards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Split in half. Half of these. Just like in the beginning, it only took half of the Methodist church symbol, the red sash, not the cross. So you only do half of this. So you got this one. It's going to go this way. This one would go that way, but you're going to do it the opposite way. Fold it inward. Same for this one. Same for this one. What does that look like? Damn, so Santa Claus was the first person to the North Pole, and the Nazis were the first person to the South Pole. Dang, bro. And don't even hit me with no bullshit talking about, actually, Norway, discovered the South Pole. Shut your dumb ass up. You didn't go to history class. Norway surrendered to Germany before that. So, no, technically, Nazi Germany found the South Pole, whether you like it or not. How do you know that's something you did not see? Wait a minute. UFOs are something we do not see. Wait a minute. Santa Claus, when I was a kid, is something I could never stay awake to see. It is, in fact, something I did not see. Whoa. Nazi is backwards. I-Z-A-N. Isn't. Isn't. Is not. Isn't. Oh. Damn. That's astral projection at its finest. Or maybe not. I don't know. Ask a astronaut.